is like a hurricane here in Duckburg.
So my duck tail, I had a big macho man covered with tattoos walking a duck. Looked like he could easily beat me up. He sat down and he said, "Little girl, do you know what they did to me in prison?" I said, no, I don't. Anyway, we're midway through a surgical extraction. The flap was laid and he freaked out and ran out of the clinic. Didn't put any gauze in, didn't even let me suture.
Alright, so one time in DUCC, I had a patient who, of course, I never met. Turns out she was a sex therapist, and had asked me the effect of semen on enamel. Completely caught off guard, had no idea what to say. So the first thing that came to my mind was trying to explain that enamel demineralizes at a pH of 5.5. If it's above, it could technically act as a buffer. If it's below, it would be harmful, and the rest is history.
Alright, so my duck tail, I was a second year, so I was only in there to do the medical history until one of the upperclassmen came. And this patient comes in, does the medical history, and then I get to the part about what is your chief complaint, what did you in today? And he goes, well, last night I was abducted by aliens, and the aliens put a video camera in my tube, and I need you to take it out. Fourth year came, they took the x-ray, tried to explain that there was nothing in the tube, but then I ended up bleeding, so I don't know whatever happened with the aliens.
So there was one time in DUCC that Olivia Acosta was assisting me. She will remember this very well. We were extracting several mandibular anteriors. The patient was on all these medications for what we thought were ADHD. Turns out he had narcolepsy. So we anesthetize the patient, we get him on some nitrous to calm him down, and at some point, he starts becoming a little non-responsive, falls asleep, wake him up a few times, and eventually we figure that we can't really wake him up at all. So Olivia turns super white, tries to check his pulse. We think we still have no idea that he has narcolepsy at this point. So she and I, for about 3 minutes, thought that we had killed a patient in the clinic. But he woke up.
I have a duck tail for you all. I had a patient, she was about 85 on a good day. She was there for an extraction. We did the extraction. Health history included things such as joint replacements. After the extraction, she goes, "Oh!" and like looks around, "Oh!" And I'm a little confused, concerned. I'm like, "What happened? What's going on?" She's, "My joint." I'm thinking to myself, "Your joint? Like your knee, your shoulder?" So I'm looking around, I'm like, "What do you mean your joint?" She's like, it fell. And I'm like, "You can't just drop a joint." And then I look down, sure enough, there it was. Huge container just full of joints.
Alright, so this summer I had a patient who was absolutely convinced that her dental pain was due to demons haunting her at home. And these demons had followed her straight into DUCC. So got the attending, I got the resident for the day, they were checking her out, they were looking at the x-rays on the computer, and I was the only one looking at the patient. And in the middle of all this, she just seizes up her shoulder, her left shoulder. She grabs the demon from her shoulder, throws it, and then goes to flip it off.
Patient actually came on a wheelchair, and the moment she sat on the dental chair, she was kind of throwing her socks off on the table. She kept on covering her things with a newspaper. Probably she wanted to cover some bad news. Later in the reception area, she started chewing on some condoms, and she was taking the hand sanitizer and rubbing it on her teeth and her face. Later I found out that the patient was dismissed from the school.